Hey guys, it's Skimmer, and I'm out here with the Europa Monowheel, and today I'm going to make a video on how to take off. So with the monowheel, it is very important that you keep the tail wheel down until at least 30 to 35 knots. When you're first flying one of these, you definitely want to do about 35 knots before you lift the tail. So you want as much stability as you can with that tail down, giving you a lot of steering authority, plus it keeps the wing outrigger wheels on the ground for a little bit longer, so you didn't get that rocking back and forth kind of motion. Then once you're about 35 knots, then you get a lot of aileron authority where you can lift the tail up. You know, you're down like that, you lift the tail up, and then the wings really get rocking, and you've just got to maintain that runway center line, keep the wings level the best you can, and then pretty quick it's going to want to climb off the runway. So right about 60 knots is right about where I climb off the runway. So we're going to give that a try and see how it goes. Here's the old Europa, and she's about ready to go, and so am I. See you up in the air, or in the cockpit.
Music, flying, and more. This is Pete Casty, and you're watching Skimmer Productions.
Alright, looks like we're getting ready to go. I have no idea how that camera is, so I've done my run-up. Now we're going to do a takeoff, and we've got to remember that we are going to keep the tail down till we get to 35 knots. I'm going to do probably 35 knots today. Keep that tail down. And once the tail comes up, then the wings are going to become kind of wobbly back and forth. Alright, going to check for traffic. So we're going to have to balance that elevator as we lift up. I don't think that camera's in a good spot. Alright, here we go. Stat traffic, experimental Europa. Just taking off runway 26, stat. Okay, fuel pump is on, altimeter's on, ADS-B is on, everything looks good. Hold that tail down until about 35 knots, and then we can rotate. Time off about 4:20. Traffic looks clear. Alright, we're going to try maintaining the center line. Traffic looks clear, runway looks clear, cross runway looks clear, landing traffic looks clear. Here we go. Alright, there's 30 knots, there's 35, nose goes forward a little bit. Now it's starting to get a little bit wobbly. We just let her up, let her climb. I'm climbing off about 50 is when I started to rotate. I'm climbing 60 right now. I need to see the RPM, we're at 5,700 RPM, that's good. Nice positive rate of a climb. Climbing out at about 65, I'm going to speed up to 70. Alright, I'm going to go to climb on the prop. There's climb. Landing gear coming up. Okay, we'd be probably clear to turn right if we had to. Put it out on that dirt road to the right. Yeah, I'm at 80, so I'm going to trim. Trim for 80. Landing gear's up. Everything's looking good. Everything's in the green. Turn. Check it for cross traffic. Getting a nice, good climb rate. Okay, if I have an engine out, I'll just make a right back for the runway. Now, safest thing right here might be that closed runway in the center of the airfield. everything looks good. Fuel flow looks good, 6.7. I don't know if that's right. Almost like there's a thermal right here. Okay, we'll turn everything off. Okay, that was pretty cool. So I came around on a 360-degree turn, and when I rolled out and was coming back to the same heading, I actually crossed my wake. That was fun. I felt a little bump. It was my own wake that I hit. So that was damn fun. Alright, here we go. Turn it off.